take it back. So anyways, fellas, new patch. When Cassidy sent that yesterday in the game discussion channel, I read through it a little bit. And this kind of... Look, let me just say, I personally think that slugging and tunneling is a strategy in the game. I don't think it's like, you know, a horrible thing. Obviously, if you start slugging and tunneling at 5 gens, you kind of ass probably. You know, it's a you know, a way to kind of secure the win or try to get the win when you're super far behind. You know, I haven't hooked anybody and 2 gens are done. Well, maybe I can think about slugging or tunneling, something like that. Is it annoying sometimes? Yes, but there are perks to prevent it. If you don't like being slugged or tunneled, there are perks. So what they added, or what they will add, I thought the PTB was out, so I could play on it, but sadly, no. What they added is if a survivor is in the dying state, you know, in this crawling state, whatever, you can now crawl while, you know, charging or recovering. So it's like tenacity, except, you know, you don't get the movement speed. So that means they have to, first of all, change Unbreakable, or they're gonna keep it the same, and it's just a way to recover before. The thing is, after a total of 90 seconds, if you're on the ground, you're able to pick yourself up. So I'm assuming with Unbreakable, you'll be able to pick yourself up earlier, not because of them. It's just, they're gonna change some perks, or they have to change some perks, sorry. They won't be able to do shit. The only question I have, tell me how you're winning a strap rank against a good team without slugging proxing a little. That is the sub, the only if it's already good because to make slower tier 1 see more shit. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. That area to recover from the dying state like Boone explained will continue to function as before without needing to meet this requirement. So yeah, I guess it's just to be faster. Like if this only activates when you're 90 seconds on the ground. And recovering obviously is way faster than 90 seconds, and with Unbreakable or Boon Expansion you'll just be able to recover without having to wait 90 seconds. Gradually increases crawling speed. Okay, I didn't know that it gradually increases the crawling speed. Recovery now occurs passively with no need to hold a button. I didn't know that. That is something I missed, I guess. That is okay. I mean, sure, why not? And obviously change some perks. And here you can see Dwight picking himself up and then instantly going. And Rio just sent me a screenshot. Good question. If you've been left in dying state for 90 seconds and self-pickup, the 90-second timer doesn't reset. That means if you're left in dying state, you'll be able to self-pickup again if you fully recover. Okay. So it's even stronger than I thought. So that means you get downed, you're in the ground for 90 seconds, you're able to pick yourself up, and the next time you get downed, you can just recover. It's like kind of an Unbreakable without the recovery speed buff, and you're able to pick yourself up without having to wait another 90 seconds. That is crazy, actually. Let me switch over. It is actually crazy. Like I said, look, the thing is, this punishes... There has been some games where I and like with friends or whoever played games against the killer, and we were just goofing around. The killer got us all, and we were just kind of on the ground. So somebody, like if 3 people are on the ground all together, the last person can kind of like stall for time while the others can just recover without needing Boon Exponential or anything like that. Obviously, I don't think this is going to be as strong as people think it's going to be. Like, it's not going to make you recover instantly right now, but I do think this is going to be a massive fucking nerf for killers who play well and survivors who don't play well. Like, they're kind of reducing the punishment you get for misplaying. What I found crazy is tunneling. This is absolutely crazy. And we're gonna read through it together. When a survivor is hooked, their hook status is hidden from the killer. That's already the case, I think. I don't know what they're going for here. When they're unhooked, there is no notification. Their hook status isn't revealed immediately. This is... I'm gonna be honest, they should just remove all the notifications from the game. Or remove like the shitty bubble that comes, because it's such a messy thing. The amount of times I play with people with Kindred, they get hooked, and then I can't even see the killer because of this massive bubble. So if they, like, even if it's a massive nerf to killer or survivor or whoever, I'll be happy, because that really just annoys me so much. Yeah, so the hooked state or whatever is just gonna be hidden, which is, you know what that is. Unhooked survivors gain the following effects for a limited time: haste, endurance, which is already what you get, and elusive. This is, I think, like off the record, something like something similar to off the record, where you stop like moaning, I guess, and your aura can't be read. No correlation with other players. That's good. That's a good thing, if I'm being honest. Actually, this was my concern. My concern was if somebody unhooks the hooked survivor, and the hooked survivor that just got unhooked body blocks the killer, then obviously the best thing you can do is go for the person that just came off the hook, because they're clearly, you know, in your way. You lost so much distance to the unhooker, so you're just gonna attack this person. But now that is thankfully not possible. That was like one of my fears, but I'm happy they kind of removed that. Immunity to killer instinct and sees the killer's aura nearby. That is massive. That is massive. That is actually like massive. Being able to free aura reading is so fucking broken in this game. If you're a survivor and you play with any kind of aura reading, you will loop 12 times better. And if you're a killer, you're obviously going to be so much stronger. It's going to be so much easier to down a survivor because you know where they are. I'm out of vision, I didn't even realize. Yeah, these effects are lost when the effect survivors perform a conspicuous action, so doing a gen, healing a survivor, any of that sort, which is good. Which is still not enough, because one thing that will most definitely happen is the person will just go for the killer again and like kind of greed a hit out. All these effects we already said once all generators are completed. Good. That's at least something. Not too much, but any unique effect to the killer hook state you added indicates the last survivor they hook. That is good. That is good. Do I think... look, we're gonna go through the changes later again. But this is at least... like, they have taken... they've done more than I thought they would do. Let's just say that. Killers get the following benefits. After completing a unique hook, the survivor is not... yeah, blah, blah, blah. Killers get the following bonus damage for the next generator kick. Temporary haste status effect. Temporarily reveals survivors, barbecue and chili, that have less or equal looks to the hooked survivor. Look, I don't mind that. This is just going to make the games quicker as well. Like the games are gonna be done faster, because obviously free barbecue and chili, you know where they are, you get a boost. That's what she said. I'm gonna these effects are slightly lessened for Blight, the Dark, the Ghoul, the Hillby, and look, this is what I mean. They do something and then they have to nerf characters who have like massive mobility things. And look, knowing how DBD is probably coded, they individually have to go through all the killers that they think is a problem. And then have to add them to a list or whatever, or to an array or whatever, or to an object where, oh, this killer is strong, so they can't. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's just kind of, this is just so overly complicated for something that, like, personally wasn't an issue. Yes, if I get tunneled, it sucks, but it's like, at least I'm out of the game fast, and you know, whatever. It's gonna suck for my teammates that are there, but hey. These are disabled once all generators are completed. Okay, add new effects to new. I can't speak. Added new effects at this. Yeah. Tunneling. The survivor dies before 6 total hook states. All remaining survivors gain a repair speed bonus for the rest of the trial. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I've had moments where somebody got tunneled. They weren't good at looping, so they were obviously killed very fast. And it sucked, because with 3 people, you already have that mentality or mindset that you're gonna lose, and the repair speed bonus obviously not bad, but first of all, it's for the rest of the trial. So that means if you tunnel somebody out, which is usually the what a lot of people did was they tunneled the weak link, the worst player, and then you're stuck with 3 good players who get a speed boost. If it's 2%, who cares? If it's 20%, we dead. Yeah, look, what I'm thinking is like 25% or something, because that's like 100% divided by 4, and then you get 25, which is gonna be fucking massive. I'm just saying. But I don't think they're gonna do that, because that will actually make this fucking broken. It will. It will make that broken. One thing. Let's continue. Let's finish first. If the survivor that was last hooked is sacrificed or killed, generally cannot be regressed or blocked. Okay. So, what I'm understanding here is if you hook somebody and you tunnel them, or you just camp the hook or do whatever, they die. They get a repair speed bonus. Let's say, let's just think, like, hypothetically speaking, 25%. And all the gens are blocked now. What do? You're cooked, no matter what. And the thing is, one thing that I'm like concerned about is what's stopping me from just not unhooking my teammate. When I see that somebody is genuinely ass at the game, can't loop, then I'm just, I can just be like, ah, well, whatever. Sucks to be you, bye. Hey guys, don't unhook that Bill, let's just let him die. And then the killer gets punished for me not playing like a teammate. And let's say let me read. That literally makes you not have to use the earmuffs or barbecue and Kranga, and it's so stupid. I can already see true actually. I can already see rival friends be using this by hiding and forcing the kill to town just get the yeah, exactly. That's gonna be crazy. Clearly, I don't think it's that bad, and we should wait to see that. Yeah, no. We obviously this is all very negative, but the thing is, from what I'm reading, this patch is going to change DBD like no other patch has changed DBD. Straight up. And Bill, once again, has one of his perks made base kit. So, the dude was one of the best survivors for a beginner to level up, and now he's just like pretty meh. I just think even if it's like 2% repair speed bonus, they can still force this generator block whatever out, and it's going to be absolutely massive. Also, it punishes you in case Fry makes a mistake and you just get then down again. It should be right. It's just look. This is. I don't know how the majority of the people play. I know people that I've played with who really suck, who really hate tunneling and slugging, and they just go off the rails and start being toxic towards the killer. But I think this is not the best way to kind of tackle it. It's like, if you hate tunneling and slugging, just pick perks. Yes, I hate it too. I don't want to be tunneled out. Oh, the killer is going for me again. Oh, that sucks. I can't play around a singularity. But it's like, next time I'll just bring, anti-tunneling perks if I hate it that much. Because on paper, this seems good. Like trying to, make people not tunnel or slug or whatever. but in reality, it's probably going to absolutely fuck up the game. Now, forget all of this, even if it's like weak and shit and whatever. The patch is probably going to break the game again, like usual. Well, whatever. I think you don't know how Sniper Alex can change the game completely. I mean, the 2%, that's not going to be... I mean, it's going to... Like, 2% plus your gen repair speed build is going to be crazy, so... but I'm not mad at anyone other behaves. No, it's fine, like, I understand. Let's see. At this point, even right is better than FT. Right? I mean, no, I can't say that because I'll never forget what they did to my boy Xante. They... Okay, but we all said it's stale and that's for change. Yes, we did, but it's like when I ask for a change, I didn't ask for tunneling. Like, I want... The thing that I hate about playing Survivor or DBD in general is how samey it is. With League, yes, I go Xante, I go top lane every game, for example. But it's never going to be the same because I'm always, first of all, against somebody else. And the things I do is going to be different too. Here, if you play Survivor, yes, you might be against the Trapper and then next round you're going to play against the Wesker. But the way am I going to do in the majority of the day? I'm going to be sitting there on a generator, pressing space occasionally. That is what I really hate about this game. It is very boring for a Survivor. I've never been the type of guy to say, this game is Survivor-sided, this game is Killer-sided, because, first of all, that's just, like, a very, I don't know, corny way of thinking. Second of all, it just kind of ruins the game for yourself. I was always like that. I'm still like that in League, where I'm like, well, my killer is weak, blah, blah, every champion is better than me. And then it just makes I just find excuses to kind of not criticize myself. Oh, Xante's so weak, man. Clearly this champion is just so much better. Why am I not playing this champion? You know, and this just kind of messes everything up. First of all, hello Sinisty, welcome. Good to have you here. What a point to join. Place based on if you have a Survivor. Oh, Isaac is here. Hello, Isaac. Oh, you have the same color, nearly the same color as Rio. Like, I feel like this effect encourages slugging. Slugging, not so much. Tunneling, possibly. Close spacing down if you have Survivor Default for 6, you can talk to them, otherwise the service will get a mess. Actually, now that I think about it, what happens to killers like Pig or Onryo or something who can like kill somebody before before they hook anybody, you know? Like I can't speak. Like most things will suck for low tiers and the high tiers won't care. That is true. That is true. I don't think Blight will feel this as much. But Trappers could, because Trappers entire like the best. The thing that makes Trapper a good killer is the basement. Put the survivors in the basement, you know, trap the basement, and they can't unhook this person. No, you can't play like that. What do you do as Trapper? You're cooked. The amount of times, like even when I started playing DBD, the amount of times people actually stepped in my traps, I can count on my hand pretty much. Because it's just that easy to avoid. You have so much shit to do. As much as outside slugging and tunneling is unfun for society, it's necessary in certain situations. You shouldn't be punished for making the right choice or taking advantage of surviving mistakes and so on. I agree. I think some people, I think just like for people that tunnel and slug every single game. But at that point, it's like they don't even, like they get punished by not getting a lot of points, and they probably can't get a pip and like rank up or grade up or whatever. So surf mains be crybabies. I think the entire player base are crybabies, if I'm being honest. I think the reason why everybody thinks surf mains are crybabies, it's because it's just like it has more people.